Well, hello, diamond painters. It's DP Crazy Lady. It is 8:07 a.m. It is Tuesday, the 5th of March, 2024, and this will be the fourth time I have tried to do a video. Yesterday, I did 3 different videos, and each time either they stopped midway or they wouldn't upload. Uh, issues. Uh, so I'm trying again now, and we'll see what happens. There's a few things I'm going to talk about. When I tried to do the videos yesterday, I was venting my frustrations on October skies and the Dreamer design drills. And the more I tried to diamond paint, and I love squares, no issues with squares. The more I tried to diamond paint on October skies, the more and more frustrated I became. And I thought, I didn't get very far either. I had to corner over just about 3 little sections is what I had, 2.5 sections. And it's starting it on the 29th of February and all the way till the, today is the 5th. I bet you I said the 4th. It's the 5th. Oh, I tell you, I am frustrated. It's the 5th. I just, it irritated me. And I thought it was not enjoyable, and I was not going to keep painting it. So and plus with the frustration of the internet and, not having the television, not having my internet, my computer, not being able to do a video, everything was like, eh. And then worrying about going to my doctor's appointment yesterday and thinking, okay, what is going to be said, what's going to be done. I just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm finished. And I don't normally do that because I enjoy my diamond painting. I hung it up. I, pulled the plastic down, clamped it, hung it up in my closet, and it's hanging there. And I will get back to it sometime this year, but I am done with it right now. So I went through some of my other paintings, and because I have like 3 or 4 Dreamer, and I'd already put one Dreamer away before because of not because the drills were acting up. The drills were fine. It was the rendition of the tiger's paw. It was that tiger from the Embers, I believe. And the tiger's paw, it just didn't look like a paw. I mean, it just didn't. I don't know if it was the way it was drawn and rendered or if it was where the drills were placed, the coloring. But anyway, that one has been put up for quite some time. I started it last year, and so it's still in its box. And I thought, I'm not going to go back to the Dreamer design. I'm going to go into my Diamond Art Club paintings because I have so many of them. I want to get them done, out of here, finished. No matter what I do with them afterwards, I want them done. And so I started going through them, and I saw one, and I thought, you know what? This one here is going to be the personification of all my crap of the internet and the just all the mess that I went through with the cable company. And I'll show you what this one is, and I think it well defines my issues. It is a Randall Spangler. It is a diamond art. It's a 33-inch by 20-inch or an 84 centimeter by a 51 centimeter, so it's not huge. It is a round, which makes no difference. And it is said, virus detected. That's how I feel about all this crap that went on with this internet and everything else. I feel like there is a virus in this cable company system. I don't know what it is, but I thought this would be a perfect thing to diamond paint. I haven't put the date in yet. I started it when I tried to do 3 videos, I started it early yesterday morning. So that would have been, I will account it as the 4th. So I will put the start date in as the 4th of March. So I will unveil the part that I have done so far, which isn't a whole lot, but I will do it, show it, and then I'll get on with my little WIP SIP. I do have some coffee. So this is what I've done so far. It starts there. It's the corner of the desk and working right to about there. So we will get to this, hopefully. Here's my light. It's on. And let's see what we can accomplish while I try and talk and diamond paint at the same time. Okay, when the guy came out on Sunday, he was here for like an hour or so, and he said the issue was, okay, I never get the difference between them. I can't remember which one's which, but the router and the the router and the cable box thingy, whatever it is, I don't know. Anyhow, he said they both needed replaced. Well, I had replaced the one, and he said that one was fine, but he needed to go out there and get in his truck and replace the other one. And I said, now we don't have to redo our passwords again and everything, right? And he said, no. He said that was just with the router. And the other box, no, that he said what was the problem is that the other box was going bad. That's the one that contained my telephone and other things, the internet. It was sending the wrong signals or bad signals to the router, and it was doing it like he said that he checked it out there while he was in his van, and he said from like 5:30 to 5:32, it had sent update info to the router, he said, like 32 times. And he said, it's not supposed to do that. He said, but it was doing it so fast that maybe you didn't notice your system shutting down and going back up that quick, but it was sending the wrong information, or it was sending it to, update it or keep it running. He said, but it was sending the wrong information. Something to that effect. So, anyhow, turned around and he put in a new one and kept checking it, and it was staying stable, no problem, no issue. So, and that was on Sunday night. So, early Monday morning, when I was up, because the TV was fine, I was watching YouTube and so on and so forth. So at about, I'd say about 6 a.m. or maybe earlier, I thought, or no, I'm sorry, it was 4 in the morning. That's what it was. I remember now. It was 4 in the morning, and I thought, I'm up. I'm going to try and do a video, get one up for everybody in the morning. So I tried to do a video, and it wouldn't attached to my TV. It wouldn't go up. I couldn't get it to YouTube. I couldn't get my TV to work. And I have a 32-inch smart LG TV in my room, and I have Roku attached to it. It wasn't in the TV. It's, you know, it's the extra stick that you put in, and I have Roku on all 3 TVs that I have. So anyway, I couldn't get it to pair up. It just wouldn't do it. So I called the cable company and asked for tech support. You know, yeah, they answer the phone at that time, but at that time when they answer the phone, it's from somebody that can't speak English or understand my English. So anyhow, I told him what was happening, that on my LG TV, it wanted to be connected to the internet. And I said, every time I'm putting in the password, the new one that was given to me, it's saying it cannot find the internet. It can't find it. It's not there, the Wi-Fi. And he said, and I said, I explained to him about having the Roku on it, and the Roku, you know, is working on all the other Rokus, you know, all my other TVs. I have about a 12-year-old plasma TV in my daughter's room. I have a 8 or 10-year-old TV, LED, LD, whatever it is. But anyway, in my living room, and those both have Roku, you know, plugged into it. And I have this 32-inch in here with a Roku stick plugged into it. And he says, well, it's got to be your television. There's a problem with your TV. I said, this TV's only about 1.5 years to 2 years old. I said, I know things can go bad on a television. I said, let me explain something to you. I said, prior to you guys putting in the new box, this TV was connected to the Wi-Fi. I could watch the LG channels that it had. I could go on the internet with it and using it like a monitor. I could do all that stuff. And then you put in the new box, and now it won't connect to it. And he said, well, it's got to be your TV. I said, wait a minute. You don't seem to understand. It already was connected. From the minute prior to them putting in the new box, it was connected. And you put in the new box and it's not connected. Now, don't tell me that it's my television. And he says, well, if the other TVs are connected, then there's something wrong with your TV. Take one of the Rokus off the other television and bring it into yours and see if that were. I said, the Roku has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi in the TV. The Roku is a separate thing. And he didn't seem to understand that those were 2 different things. The Roku has nothing to do with connecting to the Wi-Fi in my TV. The TV is its own, the TV acts like its own computer. And I can take the Roku plug thing off this TV, and the TV will still have its own Wi-Fi that should connect. So they have nothing to do with each other. They just pair together when you plug it in, but you don't have to have the Roku to make the Wi-Fi work in the LG TV, because it's its own smart TV. It's its own. I didn't get one that had Roku built in because I didn't want that. Because if something went bad, I couldn't replace it. I'd have to replace the whole thing. Where with just buying a Roku, if the Roku goes bad, I can just replace the Roku and no big deal. But he couldn't understand it, and he started yelling at me. He really did. He started arguing with me, yelling at me, and I said, you know what? I said, I've been dealing with the cable companies since 1972, and I'm not going to continue this argument. I said, I'm done with you. I said, you know, and I got a little perturbed and told him to kiss my butt, and I hung up on him. So I went on my computer, and the only thing I found that he could have said this to me, that it said on there that if you are having an issue with your LG, not connecting to a Wi-Fi that you have in your home, shut the Wi-Fi system down, shut the router down, shut everything down, restart it, and then try to, connect again. So I went in there, turned it off, waited for everything to reboot, came in here, put in the password, and voila. The TV had no issues connecting to the Wi-Fi. All he had to do was tell me to try that, because that's normally what they do every time I call them anyway. Oh, let's reboot your system. No, this guy had to argue with me, saying that he knew that there was no difference between the Roku and the Wi-Fi, and it was the same, and you got to put another Roku in there and all that. And he was in tech support, and I'm thinking, okay, you need to get a new tech, because this guy had no clue. So I dealt with that issue. Then, and that video frustrated me, so I decided to start another one. Well, the phone said bye, and it would not connect. So I had to wait. I had to wait for my daughter to wake up, because this is one of her older phones. She understands the phone. I don't. And I tried to get it to accept, to mirror to the TV so I could upload stuff, and it wouldn't do it. I kept trying to hit add, the TV and all this, and it just wouldn't do it. So I thought, okay, I'll wait till she gets up. So that had been the second video. So when she got up, and that was about 9 o'clock, she went ahead and got it to add it, finally. She had to do it twice. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do a video. So I started to do the video, and the phone cut out halfway through, or right toward the end, as I'm talking about something, and it said, gone. I said, okay, I am not going to get frustrated. I'm just not going to do anything. I deleted all those that I had done, because you guys, I don't know how to combine my videos. If I, stop it and then put another one on. I tried it. It doesn't work right. It's a pain in the butt. So I said, you know what? I got my doctor's appointment today, which was yesterday, and I'm not going to go there frustrated. So I put everything away and said, we'll try this, later. Well, I went to my doctor's, okay, and first off, yesterday, it was 72 degrees out yesterday. I had all my windows open, my heat was off. I mean, it was beautiful out yesterday. Gorgeous. It was so nice to drive my car with the window down, and have that breeze, and nice warm breeze. So I went to my doctor's, got in pretty quick. My weight's at about 155, and I'm getting tired of weighing 155. I've been weighing 155 for the last year and a half now. I've been trying to get down to at least 150. So as soon as this weather decides to stay pretty much like this, or like that at about 72 degrees, we are going to start walking around the park with the puppy, and do it at least 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and work my way up to maybe more often. But I want to try and do that every evening, or every other evening, every other night. So, I had no issues to tell her about. She asked what my glucose has been ranging, and it's been ranging between about 80 to, I'd say, 100 every morning when I wake up. There's been a few times it was at about 78 or something like that. And she said, have I noticed, it dipping too low or getting shaky? And I said, no, I'm fine. She said, well, good. She said, that's, a good range. And they had already pricked my finger to test my A1C. And she said, I have your A1C. And I said, okay. I said, I started out originally at like almost 9 point something or 8.9 or something like that 2 years ago. Then I dropped within 3 months to 5.8. And that was in 3 months. She was shocked. And then last year I was at 5.6. And I told her, I said, before you tell me what it is, I said, I made a promise to myself that if I kept my A1C down, I wanted to have a little bit of Chinese food because I've been staying away from, high carbs, anything with sugar, blah, 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 blah. And I said, I won't be able to do it this month. I'm broke, but I want to do it next month. And I said, so what is my A1C? And she said 5.4. So I've gone down 4 points since last year, total. And she said, no, your A1C is great. And I was so nervous that they did my, stomach, gosh, I haven't had my breakfast yet. I had my blood pressure and stuff is 124/72. My pulse was up a bit because first off, I was drinking caffeine. That's a bad thing. But I was nervous. I was really just like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I worried, that, oh geez, I'm hoping, everything will be good, because then that proves to me that what I have been eating and what I've been doing is good. Now I have to go back in August. They want to do, you do your complete blood panel, and check your kidneys and stuff like that to make sure there's no protein leak or whatever it is. Anyhow, so far so good. She had no complaints. I do finally, and she kept apologizing profusely. She said, did you get your appointment for the problem you're having with your back? I was having all that itching and those little growths. I don't know if they're moles or whatever they are, but they itch like crazy. I said, no. I said, I contacted you guys back in August, and I have been waiting and waiting to hear. I said, I even resent a question as to why I haven't got an appointment. And I said, I was told in my chart that I had to contact them myself. I said, but don't I have to have a doctor's referral for a dermatologist that I've never been to? I don't know who it is, and you'd think you'd have to have a doctor's referral. And she looked at it and she went, oh my goodness. She said, I am so sorry. She said, I ended up having more than one person doing my referrals and stuff. She goes, I got rid of that person. I have one. She said, that way, she said, I'm getting sick and tired of one not knowing what the other one's doing. She said, so I have one, and she does all the referrals. She said, I will put this back in, and I guarantee you, she said, if you don't hear in the next, by the end of this week, she said, you call and you let me know, and I'll make sure you get that appointment. And I said, okay, so I have an appointment as far as for the doctor for my update and blood work and stuff in August. And I left there, came home. By the time I came home, my daughter said, oh, Mom, there's a call. You have an appointment with the dermatologist on the 7th of May. So it was that quick. So I go in on the 7th of May. I know it's a while, but you know how dermatologists are. They probably, have a busy schedule. But at least I have an appointment. And I have my eye doctor appointment in June because I get my eyes checked once a year. This time I'm going to remember to take in my old glasses so he can tell me, does he think I need a new prescription? Or do I upgrade my store-bought glasses? Because I think my store-bought glasses are $250 or $2.75. I'm not sure which. I think they're $250, 2.50. And I seem to be able to see fairly decently, but I'm going to find out if he thinks I should, up it. Or get new glasses, because the ones I have are really old, and they're probably at least 15 years old. That's the same ones I've been wearing because I haven't needed any. And but they're getting scratched up, and you know how they get like foggy from cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and the glass gets worn. Excuse me a minute. Needed a drink. And so let's see, when I came home yesterday, I made for supper. I made that. I think they're called by Real Good. They're at Walmart, and the girl that I watch on occasion on YouTube that is a diabetic, she eats these, for lunches or excuse me, lunches or dinner, and it's a rolled piece of. I guess the chicken is already. It's almost like your cordon bleus that you used to buy at Aldi's and stuff, stuffed with either cheese or broccoli and whatnot. But instead of it being a lot of breading and such, it's a rolled piece of chicken with a flavoring on it, and then it's stuffed with broccoli and cheese and so on. And it's higher in protein, and I think it's only two or six grams of carbs. Maybe because of the cheese or something, I guess, or maybe that minimal seasoning or whatever breading they might have on it, which I didn't taste any breading, but you'd have to see them. I think it's called Real Good. And there are 2 in a box, and they're about the size of this tray, about the size of the tray, and rounded, and they are so good and so quick. You put them in the oven for like maybe at 375 for like about, well, I run them, it says to put them in 16 or 20 minutes, then flip them, and then let them cook again for another 13 to 16. I go 20. I go 20 and 20 is what I do, because I want to make sure the chicken is cooked, and it gets a little crispier and stuff. I really like it. And they have them, it's either with broccoli and cheddar cheese, and I think the other one is ham. I don't know if it's little pieces of ham or something else. I don't remember, but they have 2 different ones. And then they have some that look like a taco with avocado, or guacamole rather, guacamole and some other seasoning in it. And the other one has something else in it. And it's a piece of flattened chicken, and then it's pulled up like a taco and frozen. And those have hardly any hardly no carbs at all, and higher protein, and it's by the same company. Real good. They are. Maybe when I buy some more this today and tomorrow, when I go to the grocery store, um, I'll show the box because they are real good. They really are. Yeah, and today I'm taking my brother grocery shopping instead of my mom, being that I had felt a little under the weather and I thought I had a cold or whatever was going on. I don't want to be around my mother and my stepfather and stuff because I don't want to take the chance of passing something on to them. They don't need to be sick. So I told my brother that I would pick him up at about 12. Well, I'd leave here about 12:30 and pick him up, take him to the grocery store, and let him get a few things that he needs. So that's what I'll be doing later today. And then as soon as I come back, then my daughter and I will go to the grocery store. See, my car is only a two-seater. And naturally, she won't be going with me when I go to take my brother. And so we'll fill up the butt end of the car and with his food, and he can put it in his little push cart he has when he gets back to his apartment, wheel it upstairs and be gone. And then I come back here, and my daughter gets is ready to get in the car, and then off we go. It's going to be one long day today, and I hate it. I hate grocery shopping day, and I hate bill paying day. Now, bill paying day has gotten a little better because, like I said before, most of all my stuff is online anymore. So, oh, you're itching. So, most of that, like I said, is online, so it makes it easier and comes out automatically. And now, today they said the weather's going to be about 60. Right now it's 54. Excuse me. And they said it'd be 60 with maybe, oh, excuse me, coffee coming back. Maybe thunderstorms or rain or something like that. I don't know. The sky looks pretty clear. It's pretty blue. And a few little clouds that might decide to spit at us, but it doesn't look too bad. So I'm hoping that it, because I mentioned it to the receptionist at the doctor's office. I said, oh, it's beautiful out today. Enjoy it. It's really nice. And she said, well, enjoy it, she said, because they said we'll have weather similar to this for the next 2 or 3 days, and then it's dropping back down to the 30s. I said, oh, goody. That's pneumonia weather, flu weather, cold weather. Good one. So hopefully that's nice. And hopefully today it doesn't do any storming, any raining. Let me get my grocery shopping done, and then I'm in. I'm in for the month. My daughter doesn't have a doctor appointment. I don't have another one this month. And I won't be going anywhere again for the whole month. That's how it goes. If all my appointments are done, I do my grocery shopping, like I said, for the whole month. 9 times out of 10, I don't have to go anywhere again until the next month. So my car just sits. When it's really bad weather and stuff, I might go out and start it because I don't have a garage. I'll go out and start it, to make sure that everything's okay with it and nothing's, the battery's not down and stuff. But I don't, if I don't have to go anywhere else, I don't. I don't know if I'll go to the church this month every Thursday and get our lunches or not, or dinners rather. I may just stay home and, cook my own. It just depends on if I feel lazy that day, and then I'll go, but yeah, like I said, yesterday I'm starting to say that and lost, skipped off to somewhere else. But yeah, I had those, oh, my ear is itching. Whoa, whoa. I had those real good stuffed chicken thingies. And I had leftover lima beans, which I love baby lima beans. I made some extras of them because I only had a few left. And we had about a handful's worth left of the one potato that I had made. I had partially boiled it the other day, and then I'd already, well, when I boiled it, I cut it up, in pieces, bigger pieces. And I let it cool down in the refrigerator, and then I took onions and peppers and put those in the frying pan with a little bit of olive oil and mixed it around and sprinkled a little bit of seasoning on them. And that's what we had like the day before that. Well, I had a little bit left, so with that chicken, we had that and the baby lima beans. And oh, I'm telling you, I just love baby lima beans. I like all vegetables. I really do. Maybe that's why the puppy likes it so well, because anytime he would ever beg from me, which is bad for baby mom, I know, he'd get like, if he wanted to beg for me, I wouldn't give him anything bad, but I'd give him like, okay, here's a green bean, or here's a couple peas, or here's a baby lima bean, or a butter bean or something, anything, and apparently it was, hey, this is people food. I don't care, if it's vegetables or what, he wanted it. So now that's what he's been eating is that rice, peas, and boiled chicken. I got to make some more today. I make enough that it lasts about 2 days because I don't want it to go bad, and I'll take out half of it, heat it up in the microwave so he didn't have to eat it cold, and that's what he'll eat, and then there'll be enough for the next day, and then I have to make a new batch. So he lets me know that he wants it, and as soon as he knows it's coming, he starts up on his hind legs and starts walking across the floor and bouncing around and everything. He thinks he's a circus dog, I'm telling you. But he looks forward to it. So I'm going to check and find out, the kind of vitamins that are in it, and if there's anything I need to add, so that he has the right amount of protein, the right amount of all the vitamins he needs to have. I don't want him to lack something, and he's not fat. He's too active to be fat. He's way too active to get fat. So anyway, I hope y'all aren't disappointed that I put October Skies away, but I'm telling you, it was just too much for me as far as, you'd have had to be here. Let me tell you, it just got to the point where I was not even enjoying taking the, getting the colors out and starting it and stuff. It got on my nerves. But I forgot to tell you, the tray I'm using, it's kind of like a pinkish orange, but then when you turn it over, it has a green coloring to it. And then I thought I'd use my pink and red marbled pen, because there's red in this thing, there's green, there's blues, there's all kinds of colors. So I thought, well, that's what I'll use. So it's like, I apologize for not, the cable company, I'm telling you, and that's what I thought about doing again today, is calling them and giving me some kind of credit again. But you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of arguing with them because for some reason they feel like I'm, you know, either lying to them or, trying to get something for free. I mean, it's BS. I mean, when I told the guy that was here, now he was only like 23 or 24 years old, the one that came here and did these last repairs. I told him, I said, I have been dealing with the cable company, and it used to be Time Warner. Now it's Spectrum, which is basically Charter, which are bad news. Anyhow, I said, I've been dealing with them since 1972. I said, and that's when the inception of cable came around to our area and stuff. I said, they you would get like 30 or 32 channels and the movie channel, if you all remember the movie channel, and it was $4.95. Now, I know things go up, things change. I get it. When I said that to him about it being $4.95, I thought he was going to fall to the floor. He said, "Are you kidding me? You kidding me?" Because he said he can't believe how expensive things are getting either. And he knows. He said he has that YouTube TV, and he said he started out paying like $62 a month. Now it's up to $79 a month. I mean, that's why I said, if you're going to raise the price on something, then give me something that's worth that price increase. Show me that, you improved something, or give me something a little extra. You're only raising the dang price because, you need to pay profits. You need to pay investors and stuff, because that's just like, them raising the lot rent here $40 the first of the year, and they've done nothing. We have street lights here that need to be replaced or fixed, put the bulbs back in, whatever it is. We're getting holes in the road again, even though about 4 to 5 years ago they repaved under the other people that own this place. And excuse me. And now they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. And I'm going to figure out what my water bill really is, because they put in those scanned meters in now, where they're supposed to be able to just walk by and scan them. Yeah, well, explain to me. And I said this to the neighbor next door, and she wanted to know too. She's got 6 people living in her trailer. She has 4 kids and her husband. And for 4 to 6 months, her water bill was $14.95 every month. She's got 6 people over there. Mine, I have my daughter and I, and some months I don't do laundry because I don't need to. And my water bill was running $25 to $32 a month. Now, figure that one out. And it's really ticking me off. So I went out on the 1st, and I read my meter, and I wrote it down. And I'm going to wait until they give me, because they don't even write the amounts down on the bills now when they give them to you for your rent and stuff. Which means to me they're not reading them, and if they are, they're not bothering to write them down. So I am I'm going to write it down, and then I'm either going to the water department, which is right downtown, in my hometown. Either that, if I can't get a hold of anybody that way, I'm going to call them. And I'm going to say, okay, this is what my meter reads. And this is the, the beginning and the at the first of the month and at the end. Tell me how much water sewer that is, what the billing would be. Because I want to compare. I want to freaking know the truth. Because if I'm getting ripped off because somebody made a statement that what the park is doing is they are averaging how many mobile homes are in here that are using water and then dividing it and then just averaging it out for everybody. Now, if that's something they're doing, that's illegal. But I'd like to know because the month before, like I had explained, a month before, I did 6 loads of laundry. And, or no, the month before I did no laundry and my water bill was $32. The next month, and that's just the bill I just got, I had done 6 loads. I just got the bill the first of the month and it was only $22. Now, how do I use $10 less if I did 6 loads of laundry? That's why I'm saying something is not legit. And I told them, I do not have a leak. I want to know what's going on. And the neighbor next door, the ones that have the 6 people over there, they even had a leak over the winter, and their water bill wasn't as high as mine. Now, I'd like to know. Something is just not legit. So, well, I better get off here now. I see, oh my goodness, I'm at 46 minutes, and see what happens when you're not on for a while. I finally had something to talk about or to vent about. So, hopefully you all enjoyed this Randall Spangler. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'll show the picture again, but it's helped me. I'm enjoying it. So, yep, it's a Randall Spangler, one of his draglins. So, I will put the date on as the 4th of March, and it's going to be fun because when I get to the monitor, it's color blocked, the whole thing. And I don't multiplace. So it'll be fun. I'll enjoy it. So it's 47 minutes. I got to get off here so I can get this uploaded to you guys. Hugs to you all. Love you. Thanks for being patient, even though I wasn't. So have a good one. Enjoy your day. If it's nice, diamond paint, as I always say. And have a good one. You know, smile at someone, say hello, you know, hug your family, enjoy. DP Crazy Lady, I am out.